All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Al Shah first and foremost, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers that's pushing the word. This is GMS Open Notebook. Today this should be like episode 3 of the Open Notebook, but I wanted to get into some scriptures as far as prophecies concerned, concerning Esau or Edom, the nation of Esau. The nation of Esau. Edom, the nation of Edom, mentioned in the scriptures, the so-called white man, according to the Bible. Now, the first scripture I want to bring out is Isaiah 34 and 5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." It says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. I'll read it one more time. Isaiah 34 and 5. "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." Now in the scriptures, the word Idumea is Greek for Edom. It's a Greek word for Edom. And it says, "and upon the people of my curse to judgment." So Idumea or Edom is the people of the Lord's curse to judgment. They are people cursed unto judgment. Or let me read it again. "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." So the Lord's sword is going to come down upon Idumea, like I said earlier, the so-called white man. And we're going to see the Lord's judgment come down upon Idumea. Right now we're seeing the prophecies come to pass. The house of Edom is divided. The United States, the Western powers, and then you have Russia. They're all Edomites, man. They're all Edomites, and they're preparing for war. Russia is doing military drills on their western border, and NATO is doing military drills. So this war is being prepared, and this prophecy is going to be fulfilled soon. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." And that's what's happening, man. The Lord is going to make good on what he said he's going to do, bringing a specific people into judgment, The next scripture that I want to bring out is Genesis, the 28th chapter, when it goes into Genesis, the 27th chapter, when it goes into the blessing that Isaac gave unto Esau, and the prophecy. So this is Genesis, the 27th chapter, and the 28th verse. It says, "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept." Because once Esau found out that Jacob had the blessing, Esau wanted the blessing, and he wept. He sold his birthright. Verse 39, "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother." Now, one of Esau's blessings, it says, Isaac said, "By thy sword shalt thou live, and serve thy brother," implying that Esau would live by the sword, and he would serve his brother with the sword. His brother is Jacob, the so-called Negroes. Latinos and Native Americans, they descend from Jacob. Okay? It says, and by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, which Esau right now has the dominion. The scriptures say it shall come to pass. Esau has the dominion over the whole planet Earth. And Esau is the wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24, when it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, but Esau has the dominion. So this has happened. This prophecy has happened. It says, it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Implying that it's about to come a time where the Lord is going to break the yoke off of Jacob's neck. You know, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau, that's how we prove that Esau is the so-called white man, because who's in power, and who's in power right now? The so-called white man. And furthermore, Esau served his brother, right? He served his brother. And another thing is, his dwelling is the fatness of the earth. That's another thing. You know, by process of elimination. The so-called white man has his military bases and his embassies throughout the whole planet Earth. He uses his militaries to rule these other nations. These other nations. Now, another scripture just came into mind, because this is kind of like an open forum prophecy type video. It's going to be a quick video. But the book of Obadiah. The book of Obadiah. Let's start at the book of Obadiah, the first verse. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. It says, arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. That's why you're seeing all of these nations preparing war and building up their militaries. It says, let us rise up against her in battle, because it's going to come a time where these other different heathenistic nations outside of the nation of Edom is going to rise up and be looking to take down the so-called white man, Edom, Esau, all of these different militaries, the Chinese military, these different Arab militaries, the Iranians. You should see the rhetoric coming out of Tehran. They saying, look, we don't need to be involved in United States economic system. They basically taunting the so-called white man. We don't want you out of here. We don't want you in here. The Iraqis, they don't want the United States in their territory, within their borders, trying to help them. You know, but they sell, these Edomites, they lie, they sell this bullshit to these people, these simple Americans over here, man. But these other nations, you know, they despise the so-called white man, his militaries, and his foreign policy, man. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Yeah, they're greatly despised, the nation of Edom, man. You know, pretty soon, man, these different militaries, man, are going to open up on the United States military. They hate, in particular, amongst Edom, the head tribe of Edom, Amalek, these so-called Jews over there in the state of Israel. The Iranians said, we will never acknowledge the state of Israel as a state. They will never acknowledge the state of Israel. So Israel, these Edomites of Amalek over there in the Middle East, they're always going to be a target. And that's why the United States military is putting in, United States military is funding the protection of the state of Israel, man. You know, another thing is, you got Netanyahu, which is the prime minister of Israel, asking for more money, more taxpayer dollars from the United States. You know, so that's another thing, man. But it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, pursuant to this prophecy. I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high. that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yeah, because the so-called white man Edom, he's proud, and his pride have deceived him because he thinks that his military is going to be able to deliver him, or his military strategist in the Pentagon is going to be able to deliver them from the onslaught of these other nations attacking once they push their agenda, you know, because these nations are going to rise up in battle, rise up against her in battle, mainly America. They're going to rise up against them in battle, man, or in these NATO countries. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, which the eagle is their symbol, because the Roman Empire had a symbol of the eagle. The United States uses the eagle in their symbolism. Also, Nazi Germany, they use the eagle, you know. So that's just basically showing you that the so-called white man, in his symbolism, he uses the eagle, you know. That's another thing that brings out the fact that these so-called white people are the Edomites, according to the Bible. So the scriptures gives you codes. It's not going to just come out and say the so-called white man. It gives you codes based on what these Edomites do. They rule by the sword. By thy sword thou shalt serve thy brother, like we read in Genesis, the 27th chapter. Thou shalt serve thy brother with the sword. How was Jacob served with the sword? During the time of slavery, man. The Native American Indians, which were the Gadites, the son of Gad, Jacob's son Gad, right? He was served with the sword, General Custer. So their history, you know, their history brings that out, you know. Let me see. I'm gonna jump down. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So for your violence against thy brother Jacob, which Jacob is going to bust the bonds. And who's going to bust the bonds, man? Who's going to break the yoke? Yahweh Shai. He's going to break the yoke, you know. Because Esau, or Edom, has had dominion pursuant to his blessing. He has the dominion right now. Oh, another scripture, real quick. Let's bring this scripture out real quick, and we'll end it right here. But this is why you see all of these things going on in this world, geopolitically, foreign and domestic, because you see domestically within the United States, you see the buildup of the tyranny, or the New World Order military police state, you know, which really they're gonna slaughter Jake, man. The scriptures talk about 2nd Ezra 15 verse 15 verse 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Now who's going to do the slaughtering? Edom or Esau. He's going to attempt to slaughter our people, man, to get his birthright back. Because pursuant to when you go into Genesis, the 27th chapter, it says Esau hated Jacob because he got that blessing. But this is the last scripture. This is the scripture that I want to bring out, you know, for time's sake. 6. Let's see. Yeah, 6 and 9. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. It says, 6 and 8. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, symbolizing that Jacob was going to bring down Esau, you know. It says Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So it's no coincidence that the so-called white man is in power, or the nation of Edom is in power now, because they will be brought down, because they're the end of the world, you know. And that's you know, a little bit of prophecy going in on what's going on, because when you look at it, it's a lot of things going on in the world. The major things haven't happened, but the build up to the major things that's going to happen is taking place right now, right in front of your eyes. And these Edomites are pushing forth their agenda, their New World Order agenda, talking about the elites of the so-called white man, these Edomites. But with that, I'd just like to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers pushing this word. GMS Open Notebook. Until next time, Shalom.